Welcome back, my beautiful people. It has been a while, but we are back once again doing this week's challenge rift. I haven't shaved for about a week, so the beard's getting pretty long now. It's kind of disgusting. What do you think? If you like it, give me a thumbs up. That way I'll know I'll keep growing it. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs up as well. Leave a comment down below. Better yet, if you don't like it, just leave me a comment and just give me a thumbs up. You know what I mean. Either way, just give me a thumbs up, and that way everybody wins. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's have a look and see what we're dealing with this week's wizard. Obviously, it's a wizard class. We click on the soul mirror. It reveals everything. Now, there's only one thing you really need to know. There's only one item that you need to know about, and that is the etched sigil. Now, before I speak about the etched sigil, this is a Legacy of Dreams build. I think it might be the first Legacy of Dreams. All the other ones that we've played with have been a Legacy of Nightmares build, or it was part of the Legacy of Nightmares season of Nightmares. I can't remember if we've actually played with a Legacy of Dreams build before. I don't think we have. But either way, this is Legacy of Dreams. For those of you that aren't sure how it works, it's a brand new gem in Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, and as you can see, it's equipped there in the Convention of Elements. And what it does, the legendary power that it possesses is, while you have no set bonuses equipped, every legendary item you have equipped increases your damage dealt by 300% and reduces your damage taken by 2%. So not quite as good as the Legacy of Nightmares. However, the bonus is doubled for ancient items. So it's still, it's kind of on par with Legacy of Nightmares, but that'll take our maximum damage output to 600%, excuse me, per ancient item, and 4% for damage reduction, which is on par with Legacy of Nightmares, but the damage output is actually 750% for the Legacy of Nightmares. So definitely comes close, and also gives us the freedom to use whatever legendary rings we want. We don't have to have the actual Legacy of Nightmares rings equipped there. So it does give you that freedom, and it's definitely very powerful. I'm actually currently experimenting. Sorry, not experimenting. I know exactly what I'm going to do with the Legacy of Dreams build for my monk class this season. I'm just farming the items needed, and it can be a bit tricky because the items need to be legendary. So having a look here, the amulet piece is not legendary. The chest, the gold skin there is not legendary. But otherwise, sorry, legendary. Ancient. It's not ancient. These items aren't ancient. So the amulet, not ancient. The chest, not ancient. They are legendary. I've been away too long. Give me a break. Give a guy a break. So the non-ancient, I was trying to say, primal ancient there for the boots, for the mud sputters, which really are pretty crappy. I've never really used those before. But this character, the player that's put this together, obviously didn't have a hell of a lot of ancients to play with here, so he must have just got lucky with these primal ancients, which they're pretty average, those boots. But anyway, the etched sigil is all we need, because while we're channeling Arcane Torrent, Disintegrate, or Ray of Frost, the damage of your arcane power spenders is increased by 133%, and also can cast one of your other damaging arcane power spenders every second. So what you have to keep in mind is we're using Disintegrate there. So is Disintegrate one of the skills mentioned? Yes, it is. So as we're using Disintegrate, as you can see, the twisters are being cast, the black hole is being cast. All of these little skills here, as we're casting Disintegrate, have a chance every second to be cast. So you don't have to really do anything. This is a one-button challenge rift. All you have to do is press one button. You have to press two. As soon as you enter the challenge rift, activate your ice armor. That will increase your survivability. So activate your ice armor and you're set. Now all you have to do, other than using Disintegrate to disintegrate enemies, and as you can see, everything else, black hole, twister, it's all cast around you. But you can see that your arcane power is diminishing quite quickly. And that's an issue. All we can do really is wait till it replenishes, or you can kind of use your electrocute, which will gain some more of your arcane power there. However, it can be dangerous sort of staying in the one area, attacking enemies. You can take a lot of damage. My suggestion is use teleport to get out of those sticky situations, to position yourself well, and then melt down enemies with Disintegrate. And kind of like a glorified necromancer, just run around until you replenish your arcane power. Use your teleport there to get into position, and then bang. As you can see, teleport twice, get into position. I've got most of my arcane power back there. It's the best way to do it. If you stand still trying to replenish it with electrocute, which isn't really going to help you that much anyway, it's going to replenish on its own. You're going to find yourself susceptible to damage. You really want to avoid damage, because the biggest issue people will have with this build, with this character, is dying and taking damage. So you want to definitely stay out of the way of enemies. Avoid any elemental attacks that you might see on the floor or otherwise, and just stay at a distance and use your Disintegrate and let everything else do its work, which it does there for you, the twisters and the black holes. So all you have to do is stay alive. Activate your ice armor as soon as you go in, use your teleport for mobility, and then bang, get into position, Disintegrate. If all the enemies are dead, then don't just hold down Disintegrate. Let your arcane power begin replenishing. But really, it's as simple as that. You just have to really push the one button. Activate your arcane armor when you're in there. Sorry, your arcane armor. Your ice armor, excuse me, when you're in there. And then just hold down. You can do this one-handed like this. Disintegrate, Disintegrate. The only reason you need the other hand is to use your teleport, which definitely comes in handy. So if you die, don't worry too much about it. Unless you're really, if time's caught up to you and you're not making good time, then you can just reset the challenge rift and you'll definitely get it. But from a playstyle perspective and a strategy perspective, this is very easy. Just activate your ice armor, use a teleport to try and avoid enemies, and don't forget you get 2 teleports in a row, and then just use Disintegrate to disintegrate everything. It's that easy. It's one thing to talk about it, another thing to go in there and do it. So let's do it together. Like I said, biggest issue will be dying for people and taking damage. Just try and get out of the way and practice, practice, practice. Position yourself right. Avoid the damage. Don't die. If you die a couple times, don't worry about it. Dust yourself off. Try again. You'll be right. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel. Lots of content coming at you. Love you all. Let's do this together. And just like that, we are in my Tutti Frutti Diablo 3 Fiends. And like I said, melt down enemies with Disintegrate. Keep on moving. Teleport, teleport, teleport. Don't forget you get 2 in a row. And it's ridiculous how much damage you can take. Because I've got a lot of courage, I kind of get in there. Watch out for those explosions. If you get caught or clipped by them, you will instantly die. That's the thing about wizards. Literally is a glass cannon. Like, I barely got touched there and half my health was just gone. I don't even know what got me then. I must have got clipped by one of those axes. By an axe. Not axes, by an axe. Now moving on, moving on. So it's kind of as soon as you, obviously when you see elites, take them down, focus on them. But as soon as you see some density, definitely focus on the density, kill it. Just keep on moving. And we're already pulling ahead of time, big time. I don't know what the player was doing that created this. Maybe just moving around slowly, probably exploring the first floor a lot more thoroughly than I did. I don't know if I missed an elite, to be honest. I'm just kind of winging it, going by instinct. Don't forget to pop your potions, your health potions, if you really are low on health. And as you can see, as far as arcane power regeneration goes, I just kind of let it happen naturally. Just move around trying to avoid enemies. You do run out, but it replenishes quite quick. If you have to, maybe just back up, use your teleport, backtrack a little bit, wait till it fills up again. But what I do is just kind of just run around and just let off spurts of Disintegrate. You need to be very wary of how long you're holding down that Disintegrate button. If you just hold it down when enemies are already dead, then you're just wasting arcane power for nothing. So try and avoid that if you can. I recently watched the brand new It Chapter 2, so I'm planning on doing a quick movie review hopefully today after this video. Huge fan of Stephen King films, massive fan of It or any type of creepy sort of killer clowns. Massive fan of that, I don't know why. I'm just a creepy guy, I guess. I'm your creepy uncle. I get into creepy things. I sound so perverted, but I promise you I'm not. This is a family-friendly channel. Bring... Ah! So there's a death. See what happens when you start talking too much shit, Bannock. Don't forget to activate your ice armor if you die. And then just keep on disintegrating. And watch out for those explosions. Alright, I'm just going to continue on. So, that was a good example of what not to do. What I said not to do. Watch the explosions. Either those elite explosions, when we take down elite packs, and also those big fat guys. What are they called? Grotesques, I think. The guys that explode with the worms coming out of their bellies, they will kill you too. So, well, a couple of deaths, big deal. Rift Guardian, same what? Alright, well, we died. Killing the Rift Guardian. I was going to say, same sort of thing with the Rift Guardian. Just take him out. Obviously, you make sure your ice armor is up, which it was. Just use your Disintegrate and you will disintegrate him. Just as you saw there, I killed him. But if you get hit by him, like once, he will one-shot kill you just like he did me. Fortunately for us, we killed him anyway and we just resurrected and we're going to complete this challenge rift. Get our materials. Don't forget to claim your materials or your challenge rift cache on your seasonal character. That way you get a nice material boost. Stay tuned to the channel for a lot of monk videos coming. I'm nearly ready to showcase my Wave of Light builds. I'm going to start off with the Inners Wave of Light build, which is really overpowered. And then I'm going to showcase my Legacy of Dreams gem Wave of Light. Super, even more overpowered version of the Wave of Light monk. I'm just, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm waiting for some ancient items that I need to finish off that setup. But as soon as I do, you, beautiful people, will be the first to know. So what you waiting for? Subscribe if you haven't already and keep on tuning back to visit your creepy hairy one, this guy right here. I'll miss you all. Can't wait till you come back again. Come back again. I'm just crazy about your brain.